Okay, week 4. The practice of prayer, the practical aspects of prayer. Now we're going to change the rhythm a little bit as you do your study this week. The rhythm's going to change a little bit because it's not intensive. You've done a lot of intensive looking into the Scripture and looking at your life, and you've been diligent at that. And now this week we're going to kind of back off and do this. First of all, I'm going to give you some just practical. What do you do from here? And one thing I'm just adamant about is be in a prayer group. Wow, there is just something that God does in a small, intimate prayer group that you will not see in any other kind of setting. I can't even say the words. Just get in a prayer group and be committed to each other. And you are in possibly a situation that is ongoing, and it's the kind of thing you're going to keep bringing up as your prayer request. And maybe in other settings you're thinking, oh, I know people are tired of hearing this. Oh, I shouldn't say this again. Get in a small prayer group. That's what they're for. They're going to keep praying with you until the praying is finished and the answer can be seen. And then there's just a dynamic. There's just a dynamic of what God does when we connect our hearts with each other. So get in a prayer group. You're going to, this week as you do the study, I'm going to encourage you to go back to the previous weeks. I know there's just been a lot of material in there, and let it distill. Let it go through each week and say, now what did the Lord really, really put into my heart from this week? What was really a game changer for me? And think that back through and let the word that God has spoken into your heart get some deep roots. Don't just rush off and start the next study. But then I'm going to invite you into a 52-week prayer odyssey. I give you 52 different active ways to pray, and I'm going to encourage you to do it this way. Do it together as a family. Do it as a prayer group. Do it as a Sunday school class. Do it as a church. It's pray this way. Practice this way of praying for a week. And then get back together and share with each other how that impacted you and how you experienced it and what you learned from it. And so that prayer, that you don't quit thinking about prayer when you close your book and the 4 weeks are over. 52 weeks, and you'll be amazed at what will happen if you just give God a year. Time and history and experience tells me whatever I'm just struggling with today, something that looks like the end of the world today, 1 year from now it's going to look very different. It just will. 1 year from now it will look different. I'm not saying that in 1 year everything will all be fixed. I'm just saying it's going to look different. Give God a year and see what happens.